there's an element here that's very important because it helps, it just contextualize a little bit the conversation about how much the US should or should not do to help the Ukrainians here, including whether we want to go to Ukraine and fight and so on, which no one is really suggesting and which I'm not advocating now either. You know, Russian people, and we've seen polling, as good polling as you can get from Russia. Russian people see America as an enemy. They see NATO as an enemy by large margins. There's an old Cold War hangover, and then there's what Putin's been doing for 20 years to stoke that. They don't see Ukraine as an enemy in the same way. And of course, all of the narrative and rhetoric coming out of the Kremlin has been that the Ukraine has sort of lost Russian brothers in many respects, and the Ukrainian government, the Russians have terrible things to say about, but Ukrainians, they say are Slavic brothers and fundamentally, belong in Russia. And so I think if this had been a war against the US or a war against NATO, Putin could have expected to have a certain resonance among his population. But I think the fact that this is very purely a war against Ukraine undermines a lot of the messages and runs counter to a lot of the messages giving his people. And I think a lot of Russians are just saying to themselves, why are we doing this? I mean, that is what they're saying. People are saying, why are we doing this? And as the sanctions hit, and as the economy gets worse,
I have